Hello everyone, and welcome back to the salty sandy shores of Salt Clan. Here with Warrior Cat's clan generator, where, to be completely honest with you, I'm sort of like laying sprawled on these sands, staring into the distance, and so glad that we are actually going to have a chance to relax with these cats, because I don't I don't want to give you too many prophecies of what's going to happen, you see. But let's just say that there's going to be a lot happening in Squirrel Clan soon. And the heart can only take so much, which is why I'm actually really overjoyed that we have our wonderful salty dog hugger Salt Star going ahead and giving me a little bit of a sense of balance in life with his silly goofiness. I still want to come up with some sort of way where instead of doing like a gathering or something, like Salty would like throw a party somehow. I would love if he could throw some sort of party like once a season where the cats like don't patrol or hunt that moon, and instead they like, I don't know, they like, maybe we'll have everybody go on training missions together in different groups and just say that they're partying instead of training, because I would love if he had just that sense of playfulness. I could definitely see Salty being the kind of cat who would be like, ah, look, there's plenty of fish and a few of those little weird octopusy tentacly things in our tide pools. Why would we worry? Let's just go ahead, relax, and have some fun. Like, I want to find some amazing way for him to like start some sort of sea shanty sort of deal that just like echoes through the cats and maybe gives them like a fun emotional boost, but doesn't really help them when it comes to like keeping their borders very safe. But we'll have to go ahead and save those fun ideas for later. Just putting it out there in case you guys have any idea of how we could pull that off, because it's going to be a lot of fun to see how Salt Clan, especially with our wonderful dog hugger, oh dear, and actually he's very adventurous, so I could see him coming up with the idea that he should possibly encourage the apprentices to go and chase some of the dogs at the boardwalk. Like, he would totally mean for it to be safe, or like steal a fish from the fishermen. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe when an apprentice becomes a warrior, Salty will like just impromptu come up with some sort of special challenge they have to do, and it's usually something ridiculous, like bring me back an octopus, or go and steal like that fish right over there from that fisherman, or go and whop the little white dog that lady's walking on the tail. And then we could see what kind of outcome they had. I think that that would be quite adorable, especially if we're able to start working on that idea I had for some custom treasures in Salt Clan. Apparently I had that because I looked at my little notes for Salt Clan, and it says treasures, Pearl of Youth, also Snow Clan, secret ice cave for medcats, question mark, exclamation point. And then mountains, let's see, like Appalachian Mountains, snow hunting, mushrooms, kit death. Oh, okay, yes, yes. All right, those are the secret notes for totally not a third clan in the future. Not at all. Anyway, let's go ahead and pick up where we left off with actually quite a fun event, because we happen to have Splash having come to join the clan. And she was a cat who was raised in a like lifeguard facility, so she actually was around two legs who were healing other two legs and also caring for the wildlife in the area. I think they basically took care of anybody who needed like triage and first aid on the beach, and that includes wildlife. And so she got to see like how that worked and is actually a fantastic healer. She's a good healer. She actually has more medical knowledge than Cave Spec, which has left Cave Spec kind of scrambling to be like, wait a second, but I'm the only cat who was from the clans and like understands clan life. And I think Cave Spec was feeling a little bit nervous about this situation at first. Like, is she going to be replaced? But I think that Splash is just extremely friendly. And to my shock, like Cave Spec, Splash, and Eddie, or not Eddie, oh my gosh, sorry. Look, Coral Waves looks a little like Eddie Leaf. Not like I'm used to seeing Eddie Leaf in the Medicine Cat Den right now or anything. Boy, I really have to be careful about letting those prophecies slip, don't I? In any case, actually Splash gets along great with the other two, and Coral Waves is kind of wondering, like, does she really need to go and help with the hunting? She kind of feels like for some reason, some weird reason, like she should be there in the medicine cat den. And that's because she actually has an extremely strong connection to StarClan, but she doesn't really know what StarClan is. And so she just kind of follows like these weird, like happenstance, lucky things that seem to happen. And her luck just seems to carry her all over the place. And she's just kind of used to going with whatever the whims of her heart seem to tell her to do. But I wonder, because if we have that many medicine cats, I wonder if there's going to be some sort of consequence, because then, I mean, we could get a lot of herbs, but, I mean, is there a trade-off? I'm going to have to think about that. Like, would I really make it so that maybe a medicine cat who had kits can't be a medicine cat until they're grown? That might be an okay trade-off, maybe. Even if it's like a male cat, they would go help with the kits, I'd say. We'll have to think about this. We can't just have all of our cake with just like many wonderful medicine cats and expect to be able to eat it without getting sick and like having our clan borders. I don't know, like, can your clan borders actually get like attacked and invaded? All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and leave off all of those possible story mechanics and see if we're still having some luck with Splash and Coral Waves having their casual encounter over here. And then we'll come over here to Sea Wish and Fishbone Fang, because apparently our wonderful elder, who's so faithful, and our somewhat wise Fishbone Fang seem to be talking to each other, maybe about Doompaw and Sandpaw. And Doompaw is still pouting inside of the apprentice like den, you can see, because her sister is totally not interesting anymore. Spending all of her time in that stinky old cave and not going out and learning how to like fight sharks, and that's like what Doompaw wants to do. So rolling the dice. Yes, I get to pick what kind of encounter. So I have a D6, which is a 6-sided dice. It actually has a tiny baby D6 inside of it, so it's a dice inside of a dice. But if I roll a 1 or 2 with my dice, then I get to pick what kind of casual encounter the cats get to have. And I think that actually Coral Waves and our wonderful Splash are getting along great. So we're gonna have a positive encounter. If it was a good event, then gain 3 romance if desired. Gain 4 platonic like, 3 respect, 2 comfort, no trust. That's so cute. I really love that. I don't know if I'll put the romance in. I think Splash, we were just kind of letting her put a little romance in for everybody. I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't know if Coral Waves has thought about romance. And I know for a fact that Salty actually has a huge crush on Coral Waves, and he is really hoping that maybe like he'll be able to catch her eye. But we'll talk about the stress he's feeling in just a moment. Also, I think there's something wrong. I feel like I'm forgetting something really important about this clan. Something that had to do with doom and destruction right around the corner. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. All right, let's go ahead and roll to see how Sea Wish and Fishbone Fang are doing. I'm gonna roll the dice. It's, yes, another 2. Okay, I'm gonna say that that's also a good event, because Fishbone Fang is probably coming to Sea Wish maybe for some of her great insight that she has over what he might be able to do to help out with Doompaw kind of feeling so upset. So, I don't really think they'd be romantic towards each other, especially because Sea Wish seems to veer towards females. So 3 like, 1 respect, 0 comfort, 3 trust, and they lose a little bit of dislike and jealousy, which, I mean, who could be jealous of, oh, Fishbone Fang is eavesdropping on Coral Waves. You're kidding me. Oh, come on, you guys. That is so perfect. That is so absolutely perfect. I'm going to say that he was eavesdropping and he heard how Coral Waves and Splash were just having the best time of their life in the Medicine Cat Den. And then he went over to talk to Sea Wish to try to figure out how maybe he could propose that he could actually take over as mentor, being a, you know, great teacher who's apparently loyal. Yeah, oh yeah, I knew he was loyal already. It's Sea Wish who's faithful. But he wants to take over, you know, mentoring Doompaw now, which I think would be really fun. Right now, he is actually doing that, so I don't even have to change it. Let's see. But Sea Wish, what did you want to do? Oh my gosh, they're still talking. That was really cute. Sea Wish wants to share tongues with Splash. Oh, it's so cute. She wants to get to know Splash better. We can probably make that happen with like Coral Waves or something. We'll have to see. Probably just because Sea Wish is a curious cat, and this young cat who's very excited Wow. I mean, she's just kind of like a big ray of sunny, bouncy, fun energy who actually has some great skills as a fantastic healer. This is really cool. I really like that she's just jumped right in. And I really like that Dog Hugger Saltstar is finding the responsibility of leadership to be quite the heavy burden. Now, one moment, Saltstar. I'm trying to remember. Was there currently a cat going... Okay, Sandpaw. Oh, that's right. Sandpaw like got sand or something in her eyes. And she's really struggling with it. Oh, wait a second. And wasn't... It's Boots. Boots Paw is Dunlin Whale's apprentice right now, and they are butting heads and miserable with one another. So Sandpaw, she's just kind of resting and daydreaming in the medicine cat den. I can't remember how she hurt her eyes, but that sucks. And then Dunlin Whale has a runny nose, wonders how they would run the clan better. Dunlin Whale, I know you're ambitious, and he's sick. So I'm going to take that as he has been having to listen. In fact, we could probably go ahead and have him, well, we'll have him mediate after patrols because otherwise it messes everything up. But, you know, Dunlin Whale? I think he's sick of having to listen to Salty basically wax poetic about this new cat splash. And so he wonders how he would run the clan better. But remember, he is extremely loyal. What? Dunlin Whale? What? What? Hold up. Dunlin Whale. Okay. Okay, something went wrong here. But I promise you that he is very loyal and loves both Fishbone Fang and Dog Hugger Salty. So I don't know what happened, Saltstar. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Cave Spec is what did someone else inherit? Did I accidentally like have another cat? Oh, Coral Waves is really close to Sea Wish. That's adorable. And is Coral Waves the one that Sea Wish has a crush on? Yep, that's so cute. But it is definitely a one-sided. Also Sea Wish is an elder. Okay, hang on one second. Did I mess something up somewhere? And yeah, Splash, meanwhile, has developed a really good relationship with Coral Waves and Cave Spec, even a little bit of romance from some of their interactions together. Dog Hugger even got a little attention because he continues to kind of make Dunlin Whale introduce him over and over again to this new pretty cat. And Sea Wish very much likes Dog Hugger. And let's see, is anyone... Okay, Fishbone Fang, yeah, he still likes Dog Hugger just right. And I'm just checking to see if anybody... Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that because we should have a very, very close relationship between Dunlin Whale and Dog Hugger. And I'm just gonna say, for right now, he kind of feels like he would run the clan better because he is sick and doesn't want to have to listen to this, like, this caterwauling, ironically, about how pretty Splash is. Oh, and somebody else was sick too, so let me actually pop in here. And oh, it's Cave Spec still. Oh, and she's got that runny nose. I remember now. Cave Spec got the runny nose from Dunlin Whale when they stayed up late caterwauling. Well, he started caterwauling and she was just kind of there to listen because she's got a big crush. Also, I'm really feeling a lot for our boy Brinetail, who's eating some fresh kill, because he's gotten quite old pretty fast, and I think he's worried he won't be able to do enough to really contribute to helping Sandpaw feel that she's ready for whatever like life throws at her, especially because she's sick. Yeah, I think he's kind of worried about that, so we'll figure out how we're gonna handle that in just a bit. And then, yeah, no events. And anybody in Star Clan? I don't think we've ever checked Star Clan! Lightning Grass! What's up? You're dead! You're altruistic and a great mediator. I can only assume that maybe you are a cat who used to be part of like a lighthouse nearby. Oh, maybe raiding the lighthouse could be an event that we definitely should have some sort of coming of age events that Salty has for cats who become like warriors. And those coming of age events, we should make a whole bunch of them and put them in a random generator, because then that might have to do with claiming their special piratey name, like Dog Hugger, right? Or Fishbone. Oh my gosh, I love that. All right, well, looks like things are, this is the situation we've got going on. Let's go ahead. Did we already do patrols? Is that what happened? Huh. We must have already done patrols. Okay. Does that mean I don't think we did mediating? Let me actually check, because I think Sea-Wish, can you actually... Yeah, Sea-Wish can actually still mediate, so we haven't actually gone ahead and mediated just yet. So we'll go ahead and go through that really quickly. All right, Dog Hugger, we're gonna go ahead, temporarily, switch you over to a mediator. I've ruined the apprentice system with this. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna fix it in the future. I'm sorry, it's such a mess. And I feel like Dog Hugger Saltfur would, or Salt Star, would be feeling the pressure of being a leader today because he wants to go talk to Splash, but we're gonna randomize. Doonpaw has shown up with her sister. Oh my gosh, so they're having a fight. I love this. Let's actually see. Okay, Doonpaw absolutely wants to go ahead and fight with her sister because she's so upset about not being like out there training, and Coral Waves is kind of turning into a medicine cat. So this is the perfect, supremely random event that means that they're kind of going at it like cats and dogs, so to speak. And Coral Waves is so confused. What is going on with her sister? Like, Doompaw, why are you being so aggressive? And Doompaw is going to be saying how they don't need even more cats in that stinky medicine cave. So clearly Coral Waves, who's the least experienced of the medicine cats, should get back to being a warrior. And Dog Hugger Saltstar has to do something about it, even though the two sisters already don't like him, because he's the leader. That's how he is feeling burdened today. I love it. All right, rolling the dice. It's a 4. So we're actually going to sabotage the relationship between the two of them. Just a touch. Because we're going to say they had a big fight. And if it was a 1 or 2, I was going to say that he was able to mediate between the two of them. Oof. All right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a big hit. That's a big hit. Oh, jealousy's going up. Dislike. Okay. So they had a big fight, but we're going to say that Dog Hugger Salty decided to go and tell officially that Fishbone Fang was going to be Doompaw's new mentor, just to settle the fighting. And I guess, like, feeling confused and a little overwhelmed by why all the cats were fighting. And, I mean, what does it matter if we have so many medicine cats and so on? He's going to say it's okay for, like, Coral Waves to be a medicine cat. But I still feel like if we have, like, what's to stop you just making your whole clan medicine cats and then, like, barely feeding them? I'm gonna have to think about this. All right, meanwhile, yeah, Dun the Whale wonders how they would run the clan better. Okay, so let's actually go ahead, and I'm gonna have to take care of your relationships, buddy. Something happened to, like, mess it all up. I'm sorry. All right, so if he's going to mediate, he's gonna have to listen to Dog Hugger Salty talk about that whole romantic thing. Oh wait, this pair has already been mediated on this moon? Heck! Okay, then that means that I'm probably, like, that pair. Huh. That means I should probably roll for, like, fresh things, and we already mediated and I forgot. But we're just gonna roll with this. It's a party, why not? And Dunlum Whale, I mean, if that's the case, maybe he has to mediate between Dog Hugger Salty, or actually, you know what? If he thinks he would run the clan better, well, I don't think he can mediate between the sisters. Darn it. Because I was going to say maybe he was going to try to mediate between them. But you know what? Let him go ahead and mediate between Fishbone Fang and Doompaw. We're going to go and allow that to happen because he's going to clean up Salty's mess and make it so Doompaw feels comfortable as Fishbone Fang's apprentice. There we go. And now, Dunlum Whale, sorry about your, you know, runny nose, forcing you to listen to your... forcing you to listen to your leader just, like, go on and on and on about, like, how he feels. And then cave spec, we're gonna pop in here. I'm double mediating this moon. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't know I was. And I think, you know, Sea-Wish wanted to meet Splash and get to know her. Rolling to see, not a romantic interaction. Because there's also, like, the big age difference, but I just rolled. If it was 1 or 2, I would allow that, but it's not. So here we go. See, now Sea-Wish got to go ahead and she got to visit a bit with the new cat too. And Coral Waves has been hearing the voices of StarClan cats No wonder that we have Cave Spec feeling like she's going crazy. She must be reacting to listening to Coral Waves talk about like these weird dreams she's had, and Cave Spec's probably tilting her head really far and going, I swear this sounds familiar. Why? I almost could remember something important about this. And she's trying to remember the stories as a kid that she learned of StarClan cats, but it's just at the corner of her mind. Ah, this is too much to think about when all she really wants to go ahead and talk about with Coral Waves is, you know, hanging out with Dunlin Whale. And they do want that one to be romantic. Should I mean, Cave Spec already has romance. The dice says no. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, well, but they can never go out on training missions together, can they? Cave Spec, how do I give you an opportunity to maybe interact more with Dunlin Whale in a romantic way? Is this the only way they could do that? Or I wonder if Cave Spec would become a warrior long enough to fall in love, and that's the downfall of being a medicine cat. That unless you get lucky with your mediating roles, because unless a cat already has like 2 romance with someone, I don't feel comfortable just like forcing it. I want it to see what happens. So maybe that's the disadvantage. You have to not be a medicine cat to the point where maybe sometimes because someone is chasing love, there is no medicine cat. And then once you fall in love enough that, you know, it's like 2 or 3 chunks, then they stop like pursuing love and they go back to their like job. Maybe that's what I'll do. So there's no romance this time. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead back to medicine cat, and then finally like Splash. I mean, even Splash gets to come in here. She's a mediator as well. This is ridiculous. This is just like all of the cats gossiping this time, which is kind of fitting. And Splash doesn't really know anybody, so I'm gonna go ahead and randomize. Aw, she's gonna come and see how like Dunlin Whale and Salty are doing as the leaders. I love that. I could roll for romance. It said no anyway. So I love that idea. I'll have to fix their relationship. I promise you Dunlin Whale should kind of mimic Dog Hugger Salty there. I don't know why it broke. Probably my fault. All right, phew, almost done. Just need to go ahead and have Sea Wish go ahead and mediate, and then we will roll for the events of next time. So Sea Wish really wanted to know Splash better, and so we'll pick another random cat, Splash and Sandpaw. They're both in the medicine cat den. Actually, I shouldn't have rolled for romance because Sandpaw's an apprentice, so there will be none. They're both in the medicine cat den. They kind of respect and like each other. More respect than anything on Sandpaw's end. Kind of a neutral effect, that. All right, and then just to check, yeah. Hearing voices of Splash is feeling excited. And then I love how Fishbone Fang was eavesdropping on Coral Waves. Perfect excuse to make Doompaw permanently his apprentice. And actually, where's Boots Paw? Okay, there he is. He's childish and he's just kind of like sneaking around the edges. All right, there you are, Boots Paw. All right, apparently this was just a gossip session because I forgot we already mediated. Let's go ahead and roll for the events of the next moon. As the moon sets and rises. Sea-Wish finds an abandoned litter and decides to adopt them as her own. Oh! And Briantail got his paw stuck in a 2-leg trap, but luckily escaped with only a sprain. Oh! Huh. Well then. Yeah, no. I can hear the yells of protest, but we're gonna go ahead and leave this right on this kind of sea cliffhanger, and we'll have to see how Sea Wish's wishes came true next time. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, well, you guys know what to do, and if you would like to go ahead and give the kittens a little pat on the head, please leave a like. But otherwise, I guess suggest some cute names, and I definitely need to dig through the gigantic names our patrons have given us, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!